Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one comes from Maleficent Paws 3636. Am I the beehole for telling my wife I didn't enjoy the birthday surprise she planned for me? My 36-year-old male wife, 37-year-old female, said she'd planned something for my birthday. She asked if there's anything I wanted to do, and I told her no. At 36, I didn't have any expectations for my birthday. We've been together for 10 years, married for 7. We have 3 kids under 6, so planning activities can be tricky. Traveling is tough, and staying in uncomfortable places with kids is stressful. So my wife plans something, packs an overnight suitcase for everyone, and loads up our van. We drive an hour and 45 minutes to a small town, then take a long, rocky, narrow road to a tiny cabin Airbnb in a remote, heavy wooded area. Oh man, this sounds like a messed up version of what had happened to me. We went to an Airbnb, but it was lovely. It was big and had fun stuff and bedrooms hidden in walls. It was so cool. But just a small little cabin. Eesh. But yeah, back to it. It's a single room with a galley kitchen on one bed and a pull-out couch. It's cramped with 3 kids. There's not much to do. No walking trails and nowhere to drive except back on the awful road. I'm asked to drive back to get dinner from a nearby bar. I'm surprised, and not in a good way. I didn't say anything bad about the property, but I can't hide my feelings, and she could tell I'm not a fan. We unpack, walk around, she has some gifts for me to open in front of the kids. We have cake and then spend 4 to 5 hours trying to pass the time. The highlight is sneaking a quickie in the outdoor bathtub. Outdoor bathtub. After that, we go through the tiresome routine of getting all 3 kids to sleep, which is extra hard in a tiny cabin. By the way, I slept on an air mattress because our youngest co-sleeps and needs mom at night. We wake up early because the cabin has no curtains. My wife tells me we're going to do a 5K bubble and color run. I smile and say, okay, let's do it. Not wanting to sound disappointed, but probably failing to hide it. I'm not a runner. I never said I wanted to run. But whatever, let's try it. We pack up and head to the event. It's a small, cheap event on a hot day. Our 2 youngest don't want to do this, but we start the race anyway. Our eldest takes off, causing us to lose him twice. I frantically try to catch up, ending up in a sweaty, winded, and with aching knees. Not fun. After my wife finishes with our 2 kids, we walk around a small street fair and let the kids play. It's fine, but I'm ready to rest. My wife tells me we're supposed to meet friends at the beach later, so we have a 2-hour drive back, hoping the kids nap in the car. I take a nap, feeling quiet, but not in a good mood. We get to the beach, and 2 of our kids start melting down. I'm done with the day, and would prefer to be home. Eventually they chill. We find some shade, and it's fine. When we get home, it's a mad dash to get the kids showered and in bed. While I unpack and clean the car and the house, my wife asks what's wrong, and I tell her I appreciate her effort, but it didn't feel like she planned it with me in mind. I don't like running. I want comfort when traveling with the kids, and it was exhausting. It was a lot of effort for something not enjoyable. She flips out, devastated that I didn't enjoy, and got angry at me for not just being grateful somebody planned something for me. Wow, that sucks how she treated you at the end with that. Oh, here's this garbage. I'm sorry you don't like the garbage, but you should just shut up and like the garbage. And it sounds like you'd be just peachy keen at home, enjoying yourself and not having to deal with any stress. All she had to do was probably just take the kids with her for the day, and let you enjoy your birthday. And yeah, it sounds like she didn't plan this for you. She planned it for her, because nobody's gonna make me run a 5K on my birthday. And if she really wanted to do this with you, she should have found a sitter for the kids or something. Having to pack you guys all in a tiny little cabin like that, that's so messed up. And this could have been a cool little birthday, because like I said, there are some really nice, cool Airbnbs out there, and that would have been nice to go to a nice big old house that's not yours, and you could just chill and have fun. But where we went, there was a whole little town we could explore, and we had a group of people, so we all just chilled and had fun. You know what I mean? It sounds like it was just you guys killing time in a small cabin and forced to run, and then you on your birthday have to drive into the little town and go to a bar and buy dinner. How sad is that? It's your birthday, man. You should be able to just chill. But OP, yeah, not the beehole. I'm gonna say your wife was a bit of a beehole, because she made that for her and not for you when you said you were fine not doing anything for your birthday. Our next one comes from Loud Series 9494. Am I the beehole for avoiding daughter-in-law, which resulted in the rest of the family excluding her, and when confronted, not fixing it? I will be as clear as possible. Also on my phone. This started about 3 years ago, when my son remarried. My daughter-in-law, Jenny, is very opinionated and doesn't handle any slight well. She claims it's due to growing up and having to be very loud in order to have someone to pay attention to her. She was in a family of all boys. During any issue, she has to go 100%. This is a problem. Anytime she has a small issue, she will escalate it very quickly. This has caused about half an outing's ruin to be ruined. It's like she thinks everyone's out to get her, and any small slight will set her off. She can never just keep her mouth shut. Everything needs a reaction from her. A few examples. A mix-up at Starbucks for her drink. A waiter seemed impatient. Someone pushing past her. These situations at most need a polite request to fix, like her drink, or just ignore. Instead, she's just a prick. It's an awful feeling to leave and know I shouldn't step back in that place for at least 6 months. Ooh, she's one of those people who embarrasses you when you're out eating and it's probably like rude to the waiter. Ooh, I hate that crap too. But back to it. I tried to talk to her about the issue and it didn't go well. I tried to talk to my son and nothing on that front. So I stopped doing any small family events that she's invited to. I still go to the big ones like on holidays. My life has been better for it. People noticed, and when I asked them, I told them the truth. Over time, people stopped inviting her or stopped going to the events. She invited people to go to the city for the 4th of July. Everyone turned her down. She asked around and it came back to me. I got a call from my son telling me to fix this. How are you going to fix this? You can't force people to do something against their will like that. There's nothing you can do. That I'm a huge bully and caused this, says the bully. That his wife has been upset since they got into a few arguments with family members. I told him no, and I told him a while ago that her behavior was horrible. That this isn't my problem. He called me some lovely names, and I'm doubting myself. OP, you are definitely not the beehole. I don't think you did anything wrong. This feels like that episode of South Park where everyone just goes, oh, we can just ignore Cartman? And it sounds like that's what happened. They went, oh, we can just not be around her and that'd be great? Yeah. Nothing's wrong with that, OP. People asked you what was going on, you said that, and they're like, oh yeah, that would make things a lot easier. She needs to start winning the family back if she wants to invite people over and all that by humbling herself and stop being so aggressive and combative. Nobody wants to be around someone who's going to constantly, fight them every time you open your mouth. So for that, OP, you're definitely not the beehole. She brought this on herself by being annoying to be around. And our final one is from Wise Independent 655. Am I the beehole for telling my mother she was a pathetic parent and isn't invited to my wedding? Hi, I'm 26. I'm getting married at the end of the year. When I was a kid, my dad divorced my mom, and she was a stay-at-home mom at the time. In short, it felt like she was lazy and spending all his money. At the time, I didn't see it and was quite angry at him. He has us for weekends, and the rest was my mom. She had to find a job and work long shifts. That would be fine if she didn't forget about us. She would get home and not help us with the homework or anything. It was my job to clean everything and keep my younger brother in line. It sucked. When I was a teenager, I got moved in with dad, and my life got so much better. Funny enough, since I went full-time and my brother soon joined, she had to pay child support. Ooh, she got Uno reversed. That's pretty crazy. She was pissed about that and basically stopped talking to us. Anyway, my invites for my wedding went out. One went to my aunt, and I believe she mentioned it to my mother. I got a call about her asking for an invite. I told her she wasn't invited, and this started an argument. I told her she was a pathetic parent, and she called me heartless. Edit. I have a few comments on this. My mom did not take care of us. She pays the bills, but did nothing else. I was the one that made the home, cleaned, cooked, took care of my brother, made food. I had to go buy groceries with dad's money starting when I was 10 so we could have a hot meal that wasn't just junk. He also went back for custody and got rewarded an extra day, but overall I wasn't allowed to leave until I was old enough to force it with the courts. No, OP, the easy answer to this is it's your wedding. You're free to invite whoever you want to your wedding, but what is it called? I forgot the word. Parentized you or something like that. Well, she made you the parent and took your childhood away from you. I can see why you'd harbor resentment towards her like that. And she probably wasn't a bad parent, because if you went and lived with your dad and things got better immediately, what does that tell you? In her mind, she probably went, oh, I paid the bills, that's enough. No, man, you gotta be a parent to your kids. It sucks you're in that situation, but you have to parent your kids. So, OP, no, you're definitely not the beehole. She failed as a parent. And you, like I said, invite whoever you want to your wedding. It's your wedding. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. And can you please do what I said in the beginning? And like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out. It helps it grow, and it helps to get more videos like this. Velvet out.